In this video, I'll be showing you a demonstration on how to transfer a data from one environment to another. I will take a specific example of a Power Apps model driven app. Now, there are multiple ways to transfer data from the dataverse table from one environment to another environment. Uh, One example would be use data flows. Other example would be use the import export process in a classic mode or in a modern way. Or maybe you just manually add a record or use a third party tool like XRM Toolbox to transfer the data. Or maybe use some programmatic way through which you can transfer the data from one environment to another. Now, it all depends on what exactly are you transferring. Are you transferring one table, linked table, multiple tables, table with one record, table with 10 records, table with 1,000 records? Now, for all this, the scenario differs, but in this specific example, I'll be talking about a scenario whereby the developer wants to quickly ship the solution to the high level environment, give it a quick test. Now, when you deploy a solution from one environment to another, all the table schema structure comes up, but not the data. So, example would be like the reference data, or maybe contacts or accounts data. Now, if you want those kind of data to be transferred quickly, then I would suggest an approach to use Excel Online. Now, how to use that? Let me show you in action. So, this is an example. Now, if you see over here in the tab, I have USA environment and I have a prod environment. In USA environment is like, let's assume it's a lower level environment. Now I have this application, Girish model driven app. Now, this model driven app is a simple model driven app which has accounts, contacts, some custom page, and some dashboard. So it has, so let's assume this is your dev environment. The dev has 26 records in account and 33 records in contacts. In the prod environment, I have just shipped the solution. So I've just deployed it. And now this app is there in my prod environment. I've opened the app over here ahead of time. And as you see, I don't see the data, but I can see the structure. Now, if you want to transfer the data from, say, one environment to another, what you can do is first go into the source environment. Now, remember, this is like a dev hack. Okay. You need not do this in production because for production, you may need to use a data flow or fabric or pipeline or many other technique which you can utilize. But this is just for the developer. So for that, first you go into the list. Let's assume you want to transfer the contact record set. So here in three dots, you click on export to Excel, and then here you have an option to open in Excel Online. So we are not exporting anything, it's just an option within Excel Online. So come here, export to Excel, open in Excel Online. Then this will open the record set in Excel Online. Now from here you get to see the complete list. So I think I have around 33 records. Now, if I go into the target environment, contacts, do the same thing, export to Excel and open in Excel Online. Now you got to see the source and the destination. Now this is the destination. Destination does not have anything. Just come over here and just select the record set. So I'll just select whatever record set you want to select. You can just select. So maybe I'll just select these many. Control C, and then you need to paste it correctly. Put don't override on the header. So I've just pasted. I did a control V. So full name, first name, middle name, last name, email, company have come. I'll click on save. I haven't transferred all the record because I just wanted a selected few, and that's why I selected a few one. And then what happens is like in the target environment, the data is then submitted for import. So you can actually track the progress of what's happening. So it will take you to that my import screen, and it will show you that, oh, this is now getting passed. Then if you refresh, it is transforming, and then you refresh here, it will give you a different process through which it goes through. Now I've specifically taken this example just to show you, you may even get an error as well. So as you see over here, you got two errors, total process is 15. and now it is importing, and it is telling us that this process has been completed. So I'll just click on it, and then I will see what exactly happened. Now in this entire thing there were 13 success, 2 failure, and total 15. You can also see duplicate detection was turned on, size, map, etc. It will show you failures, success, partial failure. So here you will get to see all the different uh, data content. So as you see, this many records were successful, and the lookup reference could not be resolved because it didn't find this company name. Okay, that's why it didn't work out. So if that is the case, then don't copy the company name, right? But it did a good job. So if I go to contacts, now as you see, 13 record has been transferred from the source. So this is how you can perform the operation. Now similarly, if you want to do the same thing for accounts, you can just go ahead and do the accounts. Now remember what the first mistake which we did is like we tried transferring contacts and not account first. Now remember, contacts and accounts are interrelated, and that's why it is always advisable to first pick up the lower level record set and then the higher level record set. So these are like some of the example which may come handy